Hi guys, so excuse me, I am here to do an update video on things that have been going on for the past however long it's been. So as you saw with the last video I posted, I did get my Christmas decorations up. I started to do the decorations. I think I put the decorations up the last week of November. I think it was like the 23rd or 24th or something like that. Yeah, I think it was, I don't know. Yeah, it was like the 24th, I think, or the 23rd. And then I didn't get to do the tree during the week like I had originally hoped. So the tree went up on December 1st. So Elfie came a day late. Usually Elfie arrives on December 1st, but because our tree wasn't up and our decorations weren't fully up yet, she arrived on December 2nd. And so I have been taking pictures of Elfie every day so far this month. I don't know, maybe I can just do like a montage of the pictures at the end. Then on, I think it was November the 23rd, Indigo bookstores had a sale on American Girl stuff. All the American Girl stuff was 20% off. So Marilyn and I took that opportunity to finally purchase our Blair dolls, Girl of the Year Blair. And we wanted to get her before the end of December because we had pretty much figured out that Canada has not had the change in eyes yet. So American Girl had started using these new eyes that a lot of people didn't like. A lot of times they're looking downward and they just look awful. So they are going to start using their old eyes again. But in the meantime, any dolls that have the new eyes until the end of the year can get a free eye exchange. So we knew we were probably going to want to do the eye exchange and we needed time to ship the doll and all that and make sure it was there in time. So yeah, so we bought them online, had them shipped to us, and then we got together the following week on the 28th of November because what was it? Oh, I had the day off because I had a lupus clinic appointment that sort of was closer towards the afternoon, and I didn't know how long I would be there, and I figured by the time I got out and I checked that like the travel time to my work would be like an hour and a half. So I was like, by the time I get there, because I figured I would have to grab some lunch before I go there, otherwise I'd be starving. So it just was like, it would have been pointless for me to go to work that day. So I took the day off, and after my lupus clinic appointment, I met up with Marilyn at the Eaton Center. We had brought our Blair dolls because they had some issues and we exchanged them. And what else? So the lupus clinic went well. They were happy with everything. Like my blood work looked really good. They got my MRI results for my knee, and it shows that, I forget the term that it is, but my knee, basically my right knee that keeps giving me trouble, it's not arthritis and it is not lupus. It is something to do with the cartilage wearing down, and so things are kind of rubbing in there. I don't know what the term is, but basically I need physiotherapy on my knee. So beginning of October, I went to a physiotherapist with the Arthritis Society because they offer free services. And it's not the same as if I went to an actual physiotherapist that I pay for. Which we could probably get with the coverage, but I thought I would start with the free services and see how it goes. So at that time, she didn't have the results of my MRI, so she couldn't really give me any exercises for my knee yet. but she gave me some core strengthening exercises to do. So I have to work on those for a while, and then I'm going to go back and see her, and then I can bring the MRI results with me, and she'll be able to kind of assess what kind of exercises I need to do for my knee. My knee has been pretty okay if I take naproxen for it, but it's weird because the lupus clinic said that for this condition, naproxen usually won't help it, but I find it helps it. So that's kind of weird. The lupus clinic was also happy that I've lost some more weight. They actually like could tell I had lost weight before they even weighed me, so that was kind of nice. And yeah, and I'm trying to think what else. I think that was basically it. Like they just said like everything seems pretty stable right now lupus wise, so to keep on the medications and keep doing what I'm doing. Yes. Okay, so next was the day after Marilyn and I shipped Blair, my new Taylor Swift shirt arrived, and this was a sweatshirt that I had wanted to get during the Reputation era. They had released it for a limited time, and they did it twice, and I missed out both times because they sold out so fast. And it's a shirt that shows all the different Taylors from all the eras, and it said Reputation. Well, they released a new version of it that has added the Lover era Taylor, and it says Taylor Swift. And I managed to grab one before they sold out, and so it arrived on December 6th, which was really exciting slash weird slash Taylor Swift sorcery. I don't know what else to call it, but December 6th, Taylor Swift released a new song called Christmas Tree Farm, and on the same day, my Taylor Swift shirt arrived, and it came with snowflake confetti. So I was like, what? Like, how is this possible that it arrived? Like, just pure coincidence, I'm sure. But all of us Swifties read way too much into everything now because Taylor Swift and her damn Easter eggs. So I was just like, what the heck? So anyways, I got pictures of that shirt to show you guys. So that was that. That was pretty cool. And then I'm going to talk about, so my birthday was December 10th. I turned 38. Now, I believe it was the weekend before my birthday. Right? Is that right? I'm trying to think. I think it was... Gosh, I'm trying to think. Yeah, it was the weekend before my birthday. So that means... Okay, so let me back up before my birthday then. So I believe it was... Wow, I'm lost here. So that's right. The same day we shipped Blair. So just going back to December 5th again. So the same day we shipped Blair, I was off again that day because I had an appointment in the right smack dab in the afternoon. It was like 2:30 p.m. With the dermatologist finally. So I thankfully did have some of those red itchy bumps to show her. Not as many as I usually get, but I had some to show her, as well as I had took pictures when it was really bad. So she said, I don't think it's a lupus rash. She says, I think it is, and I don't know the correct term because it's like this long medical thing, but she thought it was like irritated hair follicles. But she said the only way we can know for sure would be to do a skin biopsy if you were up to that. Now, in my mind, I thought a skin biopsy was just like scraping off some of the bump and then like sending it out for testing, because I'm pretty sure I've had that like many years ago. I had something on me that I remember them like scraping and then sending it off, which wasn't so bad. She then proceeds to tell me, oh no, it's, we have to freeze the area. We are going to be cutting off some of the skin. So you will have a bit of a hole in the skin and we will have to put stitches in. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was not prepared for that at all. But I was like, you know what? I really want to know what this rash is that I keep getting, and I would like to know if it's lupus related or not. So if this is the best way we can determine that, then let's do it. So I was really nervous. I won't lie. I was really, I have a very low tolerance for pain. So, I was like, please make sure you freeze me enough that I don't feel anything. 'Cause like, I don't want to feel anything. So, it was a fellow student doctor that actually did it. And he was great, actually. So I had to lay down, and they actually found a spot that was on my stomach. I mostly get the bumps on my arms, but sometimes I get them on my thighs and my stomach. So there was one on my stomach that was more recent, and they had to try and go with one that was the most recent one. So they went with the one on my stomach, and so the only part that hurt was the initial needle to put the freezing in. That was pretty painful. But once the freezing started getting in there, it didn't hurt so much anymore. So then he took the needle out, and then he was kind of like massaging the area to get like the freezing to go around and work, which was a really weird, I don't know, it was really weird. And I get queasy sometimes with blood work, although I'm getting better with it now because I've had so much of it. But I used to faint all the time with blood work, and it got to the point that I had to lay down all the time for blood work. Otherwise, I would pass out. Now I'm okay sitting up and not passing out, unless they end up having to poke me like 3 or 4 times to find a vein, which rarely happens anymore. The nurses I usually have are pretty good. But if they end up having to prick me more than once, then I start to get queasy, and I'm like, I need to lay down because I'm going to faint. Well, I think just like in my head, I was just thinking like, I'm awake. They're going to be cutting something off my stomach, and they're going to be giving me stitches, and I'm awake for it. And I was just nervous. And so like the nerves paired with me just the thought of what was happening made me feel really queasy. But I was already laying down, so I don't think there was any way I could pass out, but I was just sort of like, okay, breathe and be calm, like don't think about it. So anyways, once he let the freezing take effect for a couple of minutes, he did like some poking around and was like, do you feel anything sharp? And I'm like, no, I don't feel anything at all. So he started, and he's like, if at any time you feel any pain, just let me know and I'll put more freezing in. And I was like, okay, cool. So I didn't feel anything after that. It was just some weird pressure and like pulling sensations that were kind of making me a little queasy, but I didn't feel any pain. And they only had to put 2 stitches in, and so I had to leave the stitches in for 2 weeks and come back to have them taken out and get the results and all that. So that's already happened just this past week. Good news, it's not a lupus rash, and yes, it is just irritated hair follicles. So they prescribed me a cream that I can use when they come up, and they're like, when the bumps come up and they're itchy, don't scratch them, because that's my biggest thing, is I scratch them and then it makes them worse. So they're like, don't scratch them, just put this cream on and it'll help. And then on top of that, they gave me an antibacterial face and body wash that I can use. They gave me some samples to try, and then if it works, I can go and purchase it at the drugstore. It's just like an over-the-counter thing. So I was like, okay, cool. That's awesome. So that was the skin biopsy. So I had that done like I said, on the 5th, and then the 6th was my Taylor Swift shirt. And then that weekend on the Saturday, which was the 7th of December, we went out to visit my dad for the afternoon for my birthday. And then from there, we went to my grandma's because her retirement residence was having a Christmas party. And so my mom was going, and my aunt and my uncle, who I haven't seen in a long time, was going. So we all went, and it was great. Like, I haven't seen my grandma in a while, so that was really nice to see everyone. And the party was great. Like, they had a little buffet of food that the chef there cooked. They gave gifts to, Santa came and gave gifts to the residents. And it was just nice seeing family, and they had live entertainment. They had a lady there playing music and singing. And she sang a mixture of like regular songs and Christmas songs. And at one point there was dancing. People got up and danced. My mom was dancing. I got up and danced the Macarena. And one other song, I forget what it was, but it was a lot of fun. We had fun. It was really great seeing everyone, and it was so cute seeing the kids when Santa came, and Santa brought the kids gifts too. He brought gifts for the kids and the residents of the place. So that was really nice. So that was kind of birthday part 1. Birthday part 2 was the very next day, which was the Sunday. Alex, my mom, and I went to see the Tom Hanks Mr. Rogers movie for my birthday. So that was great. I really enjoyed it. It was a little different than I expected. I thought it was going to be about Mr. Rogers' life, but it was actually a story about a guy who wrote an article on him. But it was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. And then from there, we had a bit of time to kill, so we went to the mall for a bit, and then we went to dinner for my birthday. So that was really nice. We went to the sushi restaurant that Alex and I really like to go to because it's like a buffet style, but they bring the food to you. So it's cool. Like, they have an iPad where you order the food off of, and they just bring it to you, and it's like an all-you-can-eat thing. And I don't eat sushi, but they have other foods there that I enjoy. So, and we had taken my mom there for her birthday earlier this year, and she really liked it, so she was happy to go again. So that's what we did for that. And then my actual birthday, Alex ordered pizza for dinner for us because we got home late from work, and he gave me a $50 gift card for Indigo bookstores, as well as Blair's Pig. It's so cute. So that was fun, and so that was my birthday, and so that pretty much sums up everything. There's just one last thing to tell you guys, and it's some unfortunate news. I've lost my job, so no, it's no fault of anyone. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. They loved me, and I loved working for them, but it was just an unfortunate situation where something changed in their circumstances and they could no longer keep me. So my last day was Friday, the 20th, or, well, it was supposed to be the 20th, but it was actually Wednesday was my last day because Thursday I had to book off for my doctor's appointment to get the stitches out. And this doctor only has afternoon appointments, which is so annoying, but, and then the Friday they didn't need me because, the mom had, the Friday off. So if she had have worked Friday, I would have worked Friday, but, so Wednesday was actually my last working day. So that kind of sucks. It's a bad time of the year. to lose your job. And I don't even think I can collect EI again. I don't know. I'm going to look into it and see, but I don't think I can, because I was collecting it earlier this year and it ended in August. So that's a little stressful, because we won't have, we will only be down to one income. So that's a little stressful. I hope I can find something really quick, because money. We need it. We need money. I did sell Jeremy from my reborn collection, and oh, he sold in the nick of time. Like literally the day after I found out, a day or two after I found out I was losing my job, someone bought him. And I had reduced his price because I was trying to like sell him. But someone offered, because like I think I had posted about the job on my YouTube community tab, and someone had seen it and they offered my original asking price for him, which was super sweet of them. Like they did not have to do that at all. So Jeremy has gone off to a new mommy. I usually do a goodbye video when I sell a doll. But there was so much going on that weekend. I think that was the weekend that we had all the birthday celebrations. So like I had to get him packaged up fast, because I hate leaving people hanging. Like I want to, if they buy a doll, I want to get it shipped out as quickly as possible. And it was just like I had to rush and like get him packed up and ready to go, so that we could take him to the post office on the Saturday. And then the Saturday we had all the stuff with my dad and the Christmas party, and like it was just a crazy busy time, and I just had no time to film a goodbye video. So we'll just put up a picture of Jeremy here and we'll say, so long, Jeremy. It was kind of sad packing him up, but it was time. Like like I said, you know, in this hobby, as the art evolves, your tastes change for sculpts, for styles of painting. And, you know, I was mainly keeping him for sentimental value because I got him on the trip that my mom and I took. But I realized that it's like, you know what? I have lots of pictures and video from our trip to look back on. I don't need to, you know, keep this item that, you know, like I don't really have a bond with anymore. Like I just didn't feel like, I don't know, like all my other dolls in my collection I absolutely love right now, but I wasn't feeling it that way anymore with Jeremy. It was just like, I don't know, my taste in the painting had totally changed. And it was like, you know what? It was kind of like a moment that it's like, I'm desperate now. Like I'm losing my job. We need the money. Like Christmas is coming up. We needed the money for gifts and bills and all that jazz. And so it was just like, I just need to sell him. Like, you know, when it comes down to it, they're dolls. And if you need the money, you gotta make a sacrifice. And you know, it's just, it is what it is. So, you know, it's kind of a bummer because originally my plan was to sell him to help pay for getting my Tobiah reborn, but that's on hold now because like we just needed the money for regular old bills because losing my job. So that brings all of you guys up to speed now, I believe, on everything that's been going on. I do have some other videos coming your way. I believe if I haven't uploaded it already by the time I post this video, there is a video of what I sent my sponsor child for Christmas. There is also going to be a video of our reborn Dolly Christmas party. We had that last Sunday. So I'm excited to share that with you. And it's probably going to be a 2-part video because just opening gifts took up a lot of video. So, but we had a blast as usual. And Diana joined us again, which was great. So yeah, guys, stay tuned for those videos. I don't know that I'm going to do a reborn doll Christmas special this year, just because I kind of I'm behind. I haven't watched any of my Christmas movies yet, and I'm going to be doing that today. I'm going to watch some Christmas movies today. I'm going out on Monday, which is tomorrow. I'm going out to see Cats with Paula, and then I'm trying to think. Then it's Christmas Eve, and excuse me. So I really want to like spend some time Christmas Eve watching Christmas movies all day. I just wanted to kind of relax and decompress from the stress of everything. So I don't know that I'm going to do a reborn doll Christmas Eve or Christmas Day special, but I will definitely be vlogging Alex and I on Christmas morning as usual. So stay tuned for that. It probably won't go up until the 26th or 27th, but it'll come. It's coming. Yeah, and I'm thinking by the time I get the Christmas party footage up, it'll probably, like, because it's a two-part, it'll probably go up Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So that's kind of my Christmas special this year. Yeah, guys. So anyways, that is it. Again, long video, and my hair is a mess. I know. I just let it dry naturally, and then I had it in a ponytail yesterday. So it's all wonky now. But anyway, I am off to have some breakfast, a late breakfast. I just wanted to get this done. But I'm going to go have some breakfast, and I'm going to start watching some Christmas movies after I edit and enjoy the rest of my day. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.